Two pieces of different puzzles? 15th August, 1977. The Big Ear radio telescope detects a signal so strong and so perfect that astronomer Jerry Amon writes, "Wow," in the margin of the printout. It was the only time the universe has ever shouted back at us. Nearly 50 years later, just a few months ago in June, astronomers discovered 3I upon Atlas, C2025 upon N1, an interstellar object chemically peculiar, arriving from the depths of the void. Physicist Avi Loeb suggests they are connected. He proposes the object is a probe and the signal was its transmission. But the scientific community says it's impossible. Why? Because the math simply doesn't add up. The comet is in the wrong place. There is a 9-degree error in the sky, a colossal distance in astronomical terms. But what if we've been looking at the problem the wrong way round? What if physics allows for a solution where both sides are right, but in a way nobody imagined? Today, we are going to test the interstellar radar hypothesis.
Act 1. The Triangle of Impossibility. Let's look at the map. If 3I pointed Atlas emitted the signal in 1977, it was here, star. But today, it is arriving from over here, X. To connect these 2 points, it couldn't simply travel in a straight line. It would have to turn. It would require a gigantic course correction maneuver, traveling 47 astronomical units sideways. That is a greater distance than from the Sun to Pluto. In physics, inertia is the law. Rocks don't turn corners on their own. To do that, you need energy, vast amounts of energy. We are talking about intentional propulsion. Act 2. The Mothership and the Photographic Flash. Let's assume for a moment the premise of hard sci-fi. The object is a massive ship, 1,000,000 times heavier than Oumuamua. What happened in 1977? It arrives at the edge of our system. It doesn't know where the planets are. The solar system is a dark room. So what do? You switch on the light. The wow signal wasn't a hello message. It was a radar ping, a radio photographic flash. They used the 1420 megahertz frequency not to chat, but because it makes for a perfect floodlight. It cuts through dust and reflects off solid objects. We on Earth were caught in that flash. Big Ear heard the click of their camera shutter.
Act 3. The Magic Trajectory. The signal hits Earth and bounces back. The ship receives the map of the system. Now they know where we are, and they make a decision. They engage propulsion. Billions of joules of energy, equivalent to nuclear bombs detonating for seconds, push the vessel. They execute the magic trajectory. They correct their course by 47 astronomical units to intercept the inner solar system. This is why the signal came from one place and the ship is coming from another. The maneuver changed everything. Conclusion: reality versus fiction. This theory is incredible. It resolves the geometry, explains the signal intensity, and accounts for the short duration. It is the perfect explanation, except for one detail: heat. In thermodynamics, there is no such thing as the perfect crime. A maneuver of that energy level would have made the ship shine like a Christmas tree in the infrared spectrum for decades. Our telescopes would have seen it.
Or would they not? Were we deceived? The most likely scenario? The WOW signal was an unknown natural event, and 3I Atlas is just a peculiar comet. Occam's razor suggests coincidences happen. But if you want to believe, the system-wide radar hypothesis is the only one that makes the pieces fit. Perhaps in 1977, someone took a picture of us, and now they are coming to see how we turned out in the photo.
I am. And this is science.